Hi everybody, welcome to Sculpt. I'm Anna. This is Santana, my model for today. We're happy to be here. So we're in the true hot room for 60 minutes of Sculpt. No props necessary for class today, just yourself and your mat. Let's go ahead and just get started, I guess. So we'll start in a lying down position. Anywhere that you'd like to lie on your mat. So if you want to lie with legs long, like Shavasana style, you're welcome to. If you'd like to release your low back, knees together, feet wide, that's nice. Start in butterfly. Situate yourself comfortably. Opening. Maybe sway knees side to side. Lengthen for a big full body stretch. Do this in any order that feels good for you. And then eventually knees might come into chest. I want you to tabletop legs out in front of you, just like this. So overarch your back, make sure you just a little bit of lift there. And simple, nice and slow. And if you like to use your breath, let's do it. Keep it bent, tap down, toe, tap down. Moving up and 4 seconds to go. Long at an angle. Bring be a little different. If towards the mat, into your full body stretch when you're ready, and we'll stretch out into our banana asana, our side body stretch. So I want you to walk your feet over towards the left corner of your mat, and then lift up your shoulders and walk your hands over towards the left side as well. Press that right shoulder down, press your right hip back down to the mat, and you can grab opposite elbows. Cross right ankle over left, whatever feels good for you. Now send that breath to that right side of your body. Nice and easy. About 2 more rounds right here. Perhaps close your eyes and just breathe. As you're finished with that final breath, come back to center with your body, with your legs, with your arms. And breathe back. reminder of them. More hold when you're ready, reach arms high and scoot your feet to the right. Lift your shoulders, rock your arms to the right. Keeping left hip grounded, keeping left shoulder grounded, maybe closing your eyes, grabbing opposite elbows if that feels good, crossing left ankle over right for just a little more intensity. How's that breath? Feel it coming through your nostrils, filling up your rib cage and your belly, and then emptying nice and slow. Finish with the breath you're on. And then go ahead and come back to center. Knees come into chest. Your knees and start to rock and roll a couple times, nice and big. And eventually I want you to come over to your tabletop. So we'll meet on our hands and knees. Whenever you get there, we want to stack shoulders over wrists. We want to stack hips over knees. I'll give you about 30 seconds to find perhaps some cat and cows. Sway hips side to side. Maybe stretch out your wrists. Just a little bit of free form movement that feels good to you. There's no right and wrong in this tabletop position. Find what helps to wake up your body, maybe pressing back into heels, shifting forward, using your breath. Feel free to close your eyes as well. Just breathe. About 2 more full rounds of breath on your own. And then we're going to meet back in that neutral spine tabletop. So go ahead and finish with the breath you're on. Come back, stack joints, all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and come down to our forearms. So I want you to drop down to your forearms and make sure shoulders are over elbows. Forearms are about parallel to one another if that feels okay. And then make sure hips are over knees here. So we have that nice 90-degree bend alignment, joints stacked on top of one another. So here, I want you to step your right foot behind you long, and then use that right glute muscle to lift your right leg off of the mat. Now I'm going to point my toe nice and hard, really feeling that glute engage. I'm long through my spine, engaging through my shoulders, pulling my belly button back towards my spine. My glute is lifting that right leg. Now we're going to go into little ups. So just little ups here with that right leg. Gaze can be down in between your hands. My hips are level, so don't dump into that left hip. Stay strong. Just steady breath here. Keep pulsing that leg up. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One leg stays nice and long. I just want you to bend at your knee now. Keep that point of your toe. Little ups. Little ups with that toe. You're pressing up using that right glute muscle. Feel that right glute engage. Every up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. We'll flex our foot, press that heel up, and then little ups with that foot flexed. Little ups, feeling that core engage, feeling that right glute. Work hard here. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. Remember not to collapse into your shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Pull that heel in a little tighter. Lift your knee one more and squeeze that glute for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Knees wide, big toes to touch. Sit back into your child's pose for just a couple rounds of breath. Relax. Maybe give your forehead a little rock side to side. One more breath. And on an inhale, pull back up to your hands and knees. We'll go ahead and do that on the other side. So come down to forearms, shoulders over elbows, forearms parallel, hips over knees in alignment. Press down into your forearms so you're engaged through your shoulders. Pull belly button back towards spine. I'm going to send my left leg long behind me. Point toe. Lift it with the strength of your glute when you're ready. So my glute is lifting that left leg, sending it long. It's not too high. So as you can see, not lifting it so high that my back is arching. It's not too low either here. So nice long through your spine, engage through your core. Little ups when you're ready, just little ups. About an inch or two, doesn't have to be big. Enough so that you're feeling that glute engage. Remember not to collapse into that right hip. Stay strong through your chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Keep that toe pointed and bend at your knee. Keep that knee lifted. Little ups here, squeezing that left glute every time you're pulsing up. Don't collapse into your low back. Stay strong. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finishing strong. We're going to flex that foot, pull heel a little closer to glute. Go back to those little ups. Check your form. It's important here. Breathe. You've got this. Finishing strong for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Pull it a little tighter. Lift that knee another inch and squeeze that glute for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll go into that wide knee child's pose. Toes to touch. Sit back. Find your breath. Relax. Final breath here. On an inhale, come back up to your tabletop. One more time, stack joints in table, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, curl your toes. Hover your knees an inch or two from the mat. So I'm pulling in my stomach, engaging through my shoulders. Step your feet back so you're in a high plank pose. Step back forward to hovering tabletop. Step back to high plank. Forward to hover tabletop. One more time, high plank. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, and out. Stay on the in. Downward facing dog on the out. Hips go high and back. Take a couple seconds to settle into your down dog. Pedal your feet. Check your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Active through your hands. Knees can be bent. Long through your spine. My core is engaged. Steady breath. Try to make this relatively easy. Go ahead and cross your right ankle behind your left. Bend at your left knee and press your chest towards your thighs, stretching that right leg. And then we'll uncross and we'll just do the other side. So left behind right. Bend into right knee really big. I'm pressing chest back towards my thighs. Breathing into that left leg. And then go ahead and uncross. And we'll just look up to our hands and start to walk our feet up to our hands at the top of our mats. Let's hang out in our Uttanasana, our forward fold, for maybe 20 seconds or so. So bend your knees so you can release through your low back. Perhaps grab opposite elbows, maybe bring hands at low back, let them fall up and over. You're heavy through your head. 2 more rounds of breath. And then as you're ready, I want you to release a grip if you have one. On a breath in, inhale, find your halfway lift, get long. Exhale, forward, fold, head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And forward fold, relax your head. And then we'll slowly start to rise up to find our Tadasana mountain pose. Rolling shoulders back at the top, and then inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. And heart center. 1 more time, reach up. Clasp all 10 fingers together. Once you get there, I want you to extend through your pointer fingers. Elbows hug behind your ears, and then bring your feet all the way to touch. Pull your tummy in, stand up nice and tall. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, right hand pulls you over towards the right side of the room. We'll find our Ardha Chandrasana for about 30 seconds. So lengthening through left side body, pressing down into feet. His chin is lifted so he can breathe pretty easily here. Good. Halfway through, pull with that right hand. Roll left shoulder slightly back. Crunch into that right side. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left hand pulls us over towards the left side. Just about 30 seconds here. Skinny triangle. Left hand pulls right arm up and over. I'm lengthening through right, crunching in on left, sucking in tummy. pressing down into feet, standing nice and tall. Now chin is lifted so that you can breathe. We have just about 10 more seconds and we're done. So go a little bit further here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Release and goalpost. Squeeze your shoulders together. Inhale. Exhale, look up to the ceiling, press your hips forward, let your head fall back, squeeze shoulders, engage through tummy for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up. Heart center, let it go. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands on the mat and step back to high plank pose. You can always come to your knees in your high plank. Make sure hips in line with shoulders. Shoulders engaged, pressing forward through head, back through heels. We're going to inhale, shift forward on tippy toes, slowly lowering to bellies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on your belly. Uncurl your toes, press tops of feet down so kneecaps are lifted. With a breath in, squeeze your backside, baby cobra, light through hands. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift to cobra and hold. Maybe test yourself by hovering your hands. Lift up another 1/2 inch. 3, 2, 1, and release. Elbows tight. Curl toes, engage tummy. Press to plank. On an exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift them. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look to your hands. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise to Tadasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step back to high plank pose. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. With your breath, inhale, prepare. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, inhale. Plant your hands. If you're ready, you're welcome to bend your elbows and jump directly to Chaturanga. Inhale through your back bend. Exhale, hips high. 2 more. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, travel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. And forward fold. Lengthen. Plant hands, either plank or jumping to Chaturanga. Inhaling through your back bend. And meeting back in down dog one more time. Prepare. And travel. Lengthen. And fold. Rise. Bow forward. Inhale. Plant hands. Make your way to plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath in. Out. In. Out. In, out. Look to your hands, bend your knees big. I want you to take a couple donkey kicks before you go forward. So kick your heels into your booty, maybe 3 times. On that last one, come up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Let your arms come down your sides. Good. Bring your feet a little bit wider to the mat, about the width of your mat. Go ahead and squat. Breathe out. Inhale, star to one side. Exhale, squat. Inhale, star, other side. Exhale, squat. So with your own breath here, squatting, star, breathe in. Squat, star, breathe in. Engage those obliques. Lift that leg high. Challenge your balance a little bit. Just like that, continuing with your breath. Nice and low squats each time. Good, really nice. Continue to breathe, don't lose that breath. Find your own breath, move at your own pace. Couple more just like this. Two more to each side. Last one. Meeting me back in that squat. Sinking a little bit lower, engaging through tummy, little pulses here. Relax through your face, relax your shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat all the way into that malasana. Long through spine. Relax your shoulders and breathe. 2 rounds and we'll move on. Good. Bringing hands to the mat in front of you. Spread fingers nice and wide. Go ahead and step back to a high plank pose. We're going to keep left hand as base to find our side plank to the right. So notice how I'm stacking shoulder over wrist, lifting with top hand. You can always come down to knee here. You can come down to forearm as well. Maybe lift top leg, crunch through that left oblique. 2 more rounds of breath. Breathe in and out. In and out. Step your right foot right behind you. Reach that right arm towards the back of the room. Let your head fall back. Wild thing. Squeeze through those glutes. Lift your hips a little bit higher. 1 more breath. Come back around to high plank pose. Come to the tops of your feet. Slowly lower through your hips. Upward facing dog. Shoulders out of ears. Elbows slightly bent. Breathe. We'll go back to that plank pose. So curl toes, lift hips. Right hand is base. Final Vasisthasana. Left arm lifts high. Stack joints. Crunch that right oblique. Always okay to come down to knee. Maybe lift top leg while you're here. Breathe. 2 rounds. Wild thing. Left foot steps back. Left arm reaches up and over. Head falls to the back of the room. Hips press a little higher. Last breath. Come back around to plank pose. Option to move into a flow. Otherwise, meet me in that downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath in down dog. As you're ready, send your right leg high in the air, 3-legged dog. Level off your hips, point or flex your foot. Pull your chest towards your left thigh. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Knee to right elbow. Knee to left elbow. Bring it back to your nose. Look between your hands. Step that right foot between your hands. Use your hands to help you if you need to. Hands are grounded on the mat or tented. Use your core. What we're going to do is switch our legs. Switch them again. Switch them one more time so that right foot is back forward. Shorten yourself, so step your left foot up a couple feet, maybe 1 foot. Pull your right hip back slightly. Fold over your right leg, pyramid pose. Bend your right knee as much as you need to, especially if you have tight hamstrings. You shouldn't feel pull behind your right knee. Heavy through your head. Slow down your heart rate. 2 more rounds of breath. Start to shift your weight into your right foot and your hands. Left leg lifts into the air, needle pose. Drop your left hips, level off your hips here. Head is still heavy. I'm going to engage that left glute and start to rainbow my left leg. So tap your toes to one side of your mat. Lift it up and over, tapping the other side. Up and over, tap. Up and over, tap. I'm lifting it as high as I can every time, feeling that left glute engage. Breathe. If you need to modify by grabbing something with your hands, feel free to. A block, a book, a water bottle. Let's do 2 more. After that final one, meet me in needle pose, left leg nice and high. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop your heel for warrior 1. On an inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Pressing through that pinky edge, shifting hips forward, relaxing through shoulders. Breathe in, sink a little deeper. Breathe in. Find your depth. Stay for the in. Warrior 2 on the out. Little bit of a change. Left foot points to left. Gazes forward. Open through chest. Sink into that knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flip your front palm. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Long through right side, sink a little deeper into knee. 1 more big inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel, hands to the mat. We'll step back to plank. Option to take a flow. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Take a breath here. As you're ready, left leg lifts high, 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Continue to breathe. Bring it to left elbow, right elbow, back to nose. Look between hands. step left foot there. Long through your lunge, hands to help you. Use your core. Switch, and switch, and switch. Back to left foot forward, stay. Let's see pyramid pose. Step right foot up an inch or two, maybe a foot. Pull your left hip back slightly. Hips are trying to be squared, and then fold over your left leg. Relax your head, and I want you to bend your left knee if you feel like this is too intense or you feel a pull behind your knee. Final breath here. We'll go into that needle. So gaze to your left foot, shift weight forward to foot and hands, lift right leg. Think about lifting with that inner right thigh, leveling off your hips. Point your toe. We're gonna tap to one corner, rainbow up and over to that other corner. Up and over, tap, up and over, and tap. With every single up and over, you're feeling that right glute engage. Just breathing nice and controlled. We're going slow. Let's do 2 more on this side. That's it. And as you're finishing that last one, meet me back in needle pose, lifted just a little bit higher. Hold. Step that right foot to the back of your mat. Drop your heel down. When you're ready, inhale, rise to find your warrior one. Pressing through pinky edge of right foot. I'm trying to square my hips forward, so a slight pull back of left femur, so right hip has more room. Knee over ankle, upright through my chest. Breathe in. Find depth. Breathe in. Find depth. Stay on the in. We'll open warrior 2 on the out. Little bit of a tweak with your feet. Make sure your left knee isn't caving in. Right foot points to the right. Upright through your spine. 2 breaths. In. Out. In. Out. Finishing with that reverse flip palm. Reach up and over here. Chin off of chest, length through left side. Sink another inch. Last breath in. Cartwheel on the out. Stepping back to plank, choosing if you'd like to flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. In. Out. In and out. We're gonna inhale to our high plank pose. You guys have got this, almost done. Come down to forearm plank. You can do this on your knees. We'll find about 30 seconds of hip dips. So right hip, center, left hip, center, back and forth. Nice and controlled here. Steady that breath. Feel those obliques work. 10 more seconds and you're done. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and lower your hips down to the mat. Elbows right under shoulders. Parallel forearms. Relax your belly. Relax your glutes. Let your head fall forward, chin to chest. Right ear towards right shoulder. Back to center. Left towards left. And if you'd like to start to make circles all the way around, you're welcome to. Pausing in those spots that feel a little sticky. Changing directions when you're ready. We're going to stretch our chest and shoulders here next. So finish and go ahead and come all the way down to your chest. Let's bring right facial cheek to the mat. Bring your arms wide to a big T shape. Palms are facing down. Go ahead and start to press yourself over to your right side body. So I'm on my right hip. I'm going to bend my left knee and just step my left foot right behind me for a little bit of support. Let my head relax heavy, not cranking my neck, and closing my eyes. Now, you're welcome to bring left hand behind you to your low back, or whatever else feels comfortable. And if you'd like a little extra twist here, if you let your left hip really fall open towards the ceiling, you'll feel more. If you have the ability, you can also bend your right foot. So you're in that nice big twist, but remember to keep head heavy. Focus on that opening in your chest. Relax your belly. If you want to work for that extra bind, you're welcome to, but don't force it if it doesn't want to go. Two more rounds of breath. As you're finished with that final breath, go ahead and slowly start to roll back over to your stomach. Take a moment, maybe arms down your sides, chin might come to the mat. Before we do that final side, let's just do a quick back strengthener while we're here. So go ahead and bring your legs together. Bring your arms down your sides. Take a big breath in. Stay with the breath out. And then as you're ready, inhale, lift everything up off your mat for kind of that super yogi or locust position. So pull your legs together, squeeze through your glutes all the way to your shoulders. I want you to lift your chest a little higher. Lift your feet a little bit higher and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Bring your arms back to a big T. We'll bring our left facial cheek to the mat. And we'll start to roll over to left side body. Right foot steps behind me for support. You decide where you'd like it to be. Right arm is welcome to come to low back if that feels good. Relax through your head and your neck. Relax your belly. And if you'd like that even bigger twist that I worked into last time, consider also bending your left leg. So your hips, your pelvis is kind of tilting up to the ceiling. Let gravity pull you down and relax. If you'd like to work into binding right hand to left, you're welcome to, but don't force it if it doesn't want to go. Two more rounds of breath. We'll go ahead and slowly start to release, rolling back over to your stomach. Maybe bringing arms down sides, taking a moment to recenter. Good. Let's bring our hands out in front of us. I just want you to stack your palms on top of one another and bring your forehead to your hands, but you're welcome to lift it up to look at me for this next thing. We're going to bend our knees and bring our knees about the width of our mat. Go ahead and bring heels together, toes out wide. What we're going to do is lift our legs, keep our upper body grounded, but we're going to lift our legs with the power of our glutes. So I want you to take a breath in, stay with the out, and then inhale, lift your knees and your thighs and your quads off of the mat, squeezing your glutes nice and hard here. Belly's grounded, hips are grounded, forehead is grounded. Little ups with those heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, lift a little higher, squeeze those glutes, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Maybe sway your feet side to side. Go ahead and extend your long arms in front of you, legs behind you. Choose a side and just roll over that shoulder all the way onto your back. Scoot yourself. Hold. Find a happy baby. You can always grab ankles or knees instead. Press down into your low back. My core is slightly engaged. Maybe a little sway side to side. Lengthening one leg at a time. And then releasing that grip, just grabbing around your shins one more time, pulling knees into chest. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat, pull yourself into a tiny little ball, squeeze and hold for a breath in. Release into your Shavasana with the breath out. So legs long, maybe bring yourself to a nice big star shape on your mat. Close your eyes, relax your belly, reset your shoulders if you need to, close your eyes. Let gravity take over. Yogis, take a moment to consider the circumstances that brought you to your mat this afternoon. perhaps just find a little bit of gratitude in that somewhere. When you're ready, we're going to just wiggle fingers and toes, roll wrists and ankles, just like when we started. Maybe one more big full body stretch. And then I want you to bend your knees and let yourself fall over to either side. Right can promote grounding, left can promote energy. Take a moment, bicep as your pillow. Regrounding, finding that fetal position, that representation of new life, rebirth, a new beginning. As you're ready, with your eyes closed, gently press up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall, eyes closed, bring your hands to heart center. The light and the love that's inside of me sees and honors the light and the love that's inside of each one of you. Namaste. Yogis, thank you so much for joining us, me and Santana and True Hot Yoga for 60 minutes of Sculpt. We hope to see you again sometime soon. Otherwise, check out the other classes this week. Have a good day.